Absolutely. D-Lay, a comedian, a writer, a father, entrepreneur, and now author. That's right,
That's dope.
author. I'm an author now. I got a new book coming out entitled The Journey Behind the Smile. Yeah. I'm all over the place.
So where?
Literally.
Yeah, clearly, right? You here? You was here the other day at Twisted Tuesday. You know what I'm saying, with Black Ron at Ice Event Center. We was chopping it up in the green room, and you all over the world. You know, globally with the internet, and of course you travel and you tour. But I want to talk about this book. I saw you. I actually, I watched Fox 25. Shout out to the fam over there at Fox 25. And I saw you a couple of weeks ago talking about your book. But not everybody watches the news. So what was the journey to becoming an author?
I'm glad you asked. I really didn't think you would ask me that question, but you did it. You proved me wrong already. Actually, the book idea actually is something I always wanted to write. I always wanted to write a book, and in the midst of me shooting a pilot in Atlanta, I met a dope-ass writer who eventually became my co-author, Angela Artis, and it was like the universe was moving. I always wanted to write a book. She came right up and said, listen, I'm a big fan of yours. You should write a book.
Wow.
I said, wow. And a month later, we started the process. It took us about 4 years to knock that thing out. She got it. It was like it was a fun process. 4 years sounds like a long time, but it's really not. It was an audio session that we would do 3 times a week for an hour to 2 hours. And, after doing that, she grabbed it and transcribed it, did her thing. And now the masterpiece is here. Masterpiece is here.
So so you got an audio book and a video book. I've never heard of anybody doing a video book. Or is it audio and video?
Let me give a better description of it.
Okay.
First of all, the book is the first study. There's no other book out there like this. Inside my book, you have audio and you have visual.
Okay.
So you may be reading it in chapter 1, and then you turn the page. I'll take you on a journey with the audio, and it still continues. Stop that, but it still continues. Next move, you may see visuals, and it's still in line with the journey behind the smile, the title of the book. So it's an interesting piece, and I think it's going to change the game for a lot of authors.
I think it's going to change the game for a lot of authors, but I think you're changing the game in the landscape of what a comedian is. I mean, that's how you came on the scene to me. Clearly, you're more than that. Like if you would have watched the playback of the podcast, it's gonna say comedian D-Lay / author. You know what I'm saying? It seems like a lot of brothers are getting into the book game now, man. Is it? I know it ain't about it can't be about the money. It's got to be about the journey.
No, not for me. I never thought about money when I was doing this. Initially, I just wanted to put a piece together. I wanted to put a body of work together that I can say, I did that. And not just I did that, my sons have something to say. Look what Dad did, and we passed it down.
Gotcha.
And those royalties keep going, and it keeps going. And their great grandsons have it. So I'm just trying to establish my legacy and keep it going.
So here's a question: How does a comedian discipline? We was all little black boys back in the day, man. You know what I'm saying? Little nap, you know what I'm saying? Just cutting up, showing our ass and whatnot. It's a different kind of podcast, so you can show your ass on this phone call.
Okay.
How do you parent when it comes to what's some of the dumbest shit you done had? What the hell you thinking? I'm sure you done had a conversation or two like that.
Are you saying preparing for stand up?
No, I'm talking, because you see the world through a different type of lens. So it's some stuff that some parents might get mad about, you might see a little bit different. I mean, I'm just curious. Is it like that for you?
Man, my whole style is, when I'm thinking of things, I'm not worried about backlash or how people are going to feel ill about it. I'm saying it because I'm not coming from a place of malice. I'm coming from a place of comedy.
Okay.
So when I'm presenting it from a perspective in which it's just a strong perspective, but it's not to demean or make anybody feel bad about it.
Got you.
But I'm not going to hold back any punches. I'm going to say how I feel.
Oh yeah, for sure. So when it comes to that, man, was there ever a time where you didn't do that so much? Like maybe when you were young in the game?
Yeah, man. Listen, man. Look, I talk about this a lot in my book. When I was, I had self-esteem issues. I wouldn't smile. I wasn't confident, and I think that's a part of it when you grow up in an environment like I grew up in. It takes a while. It takes some chapters in to really build up the confidence you need to be a man, or to be a strong person.
True indeed.
And early on, I didn't have the people to boost me or the people to pat me on the back and say, "Hey, you're doing well." And I had to develop a mechanism of I got this myself. Don't rely on anybody else. And until I got my confidence up in God.
Yeah.
God, man, that was a big part of it.
There you go. I was about to say, I know that had to have a play in it. You know what I'm saying, as far as your faith and whatnot, because of the things that you're doing. And how many years have you been in the game, man?
I'm glad you asked. I really didn't think you would ask me that, and you've proven me wrong again. I've been doing comedy 19 years.
Wow.
19 years. A lot of people say, where you come from? I've been here 19 years. I just started making my wave on social media, and I've been hitting the stages, and now I'm combining. Now I'm putting the whole package together, and people can see exactly what it is I've been doing for 19 years. That
is crazy, and that's all going to be kind of summed up in the book. I'm guessing.
Man, listen, I'm really, keep in mind, this is my first book. Now check this out. Even though it's my first book, this is how ahead it came out. I like to jump ahead of the game 3, 4, 5 steps. Now, the book pre-order started February 14th.
Right on.
We started doing pre-orders February 14th.
Right on.
If you want to get a pre-order book, you go to itsdelay.com, itsdelai.com. And for those who are doing the pre-sales, if you purchase the pre-sale, I'm going to give you an autographed copy along with a discount. Now, to tell you how far ahead I am with the game, I'm already working on my second book. Would you like to know the name of the second book?
I would love to know the name of the second book.
The Journey Continues.
Simple enough.
The Journey Continues.
Now,
I'm already ahead of the game.
I was gonna ask you if you was gonna.
The one before y'all call me.
Oh yeah, you okay? Do you care to elaborate? Just an excerpt.
Yes, I will give you some juice on it. I'll give you some tea. The journey continues. It'll take you on a ride from where I am now, because in my book, the journey behind the smile starts from little Didi, from as a kid, to Dietrich, my teenage years, and to Delay, who people know me as now. And in the journey continues, Delay will take you on a ride from there.
I got
and
you.
You'll see me doing things like reconciling with my dad, and what I'm doing as far as TV and movies. So it'll be that next chapter. So the journey continues. It's not going to stop.
Let me ask you this. In the beginning of the journey, before you hit the stage for the first time, where did that inspiration come from? Because I'm a DJ, you know what I mean? I'm a DJ, and I can tell you, it was somebody on the radio mixing Timex Social Club Rumors with New Shoes, I Can't Wait, and I heard that blend, and I said I want to know how to do that. You know what I mean? Right. And that's when I wanted to DJ. So how did you know you wanted to tell jokes?
I didn't, man. I did not. I didn't know I was a comedian. I didn't want to do comedy. I didn't think that it was a real thing. I didn't even know comedy was a job.
Wow.
I was a blackjack dealer. I was a blackjack dealer on the riverboats in Baton Rouge. And a guy saw me. He was like, "Man, you are funny." Because I would be on the blackjack table talking cash money shit.
I bet you would.
I'm talking shit. This ain't my money. I'm going to give all this shit away. Take all this shit. And the guy saw me. He said, "Man, you are funny, man. You should do comedy." I brushed him off. I'm like, "Let me get your ass out of here." Goddamn comedy. That man came back like 6 months later. He was like, "Hey, man, you wasting your time. You should do comedy."
Wow.
Tried it out, and here we are right now.
Wow.
Today in 2020, with a goddamn book out.
Wow, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. Okay, so here's a question. Now, I can remember the first time I bombed as a DJ. I'm talking about I bought every record that I had, and ain't nobody danced the shit I played. And at the end of the night, they paid me, and I knew I would never get booked again. So can you tell us? Nah, hell no, man. Actually, it took about 20 years to get that replay. You know what I'm saying? And I did my thing. But can you tell me about a time that it didn't go so good? Because you naturally a funny cat, I can tell. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
I can tell you a time. I absolutely can tell you a time that it didn't go well. The very first time I went up, it did not go well. It did not go well at all. It was terrible. And I was mad at everybody that was like, yeah, you gonna do good tonight. I was like, shut your ass up. I didn't do good. I don't know how to do this shit. I'm done. Don't kiss my ass. I'm going back to work tomorrow. Bomb. I mean, a straight bomb. Let me tell you something about bombing. Bombing is humbling.
Yeah.
Bombing is humbling. Let me tell you another thing about when you bomb, whether you're a DJ, whether you're a singer, whether you're a comedian, don't nobody want to be around you.
Not at all.
Get your ass out them people building. Get your ass out them people building and go sit in the car and cry yourself home. All the way, wet face. Run all the red lights and get your ass home.
Man.
You need to figure out if you're gonna do this shit again or take your ass back to work.
So how did your family feel when you said, "Hey, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do comedy"? And then before you answer that, backdoor that with, "I'm gonna write a book."
Okay, now let me give you this, because I'm not going to give you all the shit that people ain't want to read the book.
I need all the shit, man. Now, you know, okay.
We're going to tailor this thing. We're going to tailor this thing. My family, you know, I come from a very dysfunctional family. So me trying to do something like stand-up comedy, I'm like, hey, I'm about to move to Hollywood. Do you know how that sounds?
Yeah.
When y'all as a family got $6 in an account? That's for the family.
Damn.
The whole family got $6. And I'm talking about moving to Hollywood to be a star. That sounds crazy. It's absurd. So they wasn't on board with that shit. It's like, you gonna do what? Okay, let me tell you something. This is how I knew they wasn't on board. I told my auntie what I was gonna do. I said, hey, listen, I'm gonna go to Hollywood and pursue this comedy career. She told me, all right, well, I'm gonna leave you a plate in the microwave. What? a plate in a microwave? You know what? Y'all don't believe in me. Y'all don't believe, but now today it's a different story. You know, everybody's on board. They see what it is. Sometimes people don't see the vision. You have to show them. You have to show them the vision.
True indeed. True indeed. True indeed. Well, tell you what, man, I'm definitely glad that you took the time to hang out with us today. You are actually our first celebrity guest on the Chop Shop podcast, D-Lay. So thank you, brother.
Man, listen, this whole life of mine is about breaking boundaries. I want to be the first to do shit. First one to have a book like this. First one on y'all podcast, and I wish y'all much success on y'all podcast, brother.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. We appreciate you, brother. I think it's a rap.com, man. Go hit the D-Lay checking in with us, man. So, you know, we got to run that record back.